Meet Sonu and Monu. They share the same genetics, home, and parents, but despite these similarities, their daily habits could not be more different. It's Sunday morning, and they each have 24 hours to use however they choose. But those hours aren't empty. These markers represent two looming deadlines, a Monday morning Hindi test and an English project due Tuesday. At 7 a.m. on a day off, the evening feels a lifetime away. It's easy to feel like time is an infinite resource, making those future deadlines seem less like a priority and more like a distant problem. This Sunday isn't just a break. It's a test of how they handle that freedom. The choices they make in these next few hours will directly shape the stress levels and results they face when Monday morning arrives. Sonu starts his day with a clear plan. While the house is quiet, he settles onto the living room couch and begins his Hindi prep immediately. He's choosing to pay the effort cost up front. By getting the hardest tasks out of the way while he's still fresh, he clears his schedule for genuine rest later in the day. Manu is also awake and active, but his energy is focused elsewhere. He's already outside, caught up in a neighborhood cricket game, and quickly burning through his morning energy. When his mother reminds him about the test, Manu dismisses the concern. To him, the day is long enough to fit in everything. He views later as a time when he'll magically be more motivated to study. By noon, both boys have used 6 hours. Sonu has completed his revision and has the rest of the day to relax guilt-free, while Manu is already tired and hasn't even opened a book. Their father, Mohit, steps in with a reminder. Work doesn't go away just because you ignore it. It only gets harder to do as the day wears on. Sonu takes the advice to heart. With his Hindi revision finished, he has the mental space to move on to his next goal. He uses his momentum to start and complete his English project, turning a complex task into a finished one while he still has the light of day. Meanwhile, Monu is back inside, but the books stay closed. He's opted for the television, choosing the easiest distraction available rather than the work he knows is waiting. When his friends call for him again, he finds it impossible to say no. Without the anchor of a finished task, his attention is easily pulled toward more play. To justify his choice, Monu begins tilting the scale of responsibility. He tells his mother that his grades are mostly a matter of luck, shifting the blame to something he can't control, so he doesn't have to feel bad about what he isn't doing. As the sun sets, Sonu presents a finished, decorated English project. He's ready for the week ahead before it even begins. But Monu returns home in the dark, exhausted and unwashed. He's run out of daylight, and the mountain of work he has to do is now too big to climb in a single night. Monu didn't just have a busy day. He spent his best hours on things that didn't help his goals, leaving himself with no time left when it mattered most. Monday morning brings the reality of their choices. Sonu's preparation shows in high marks, while Monu is left dealing with a failing grade and a very disappointed teacher. Back at home, the gap between their results is impossible to ignore. Their parents sit them down to look at exactly what happened over the weekend. Even now, Monu tries to defend himself, insisting that he just had a streak of bad luck with the questions on the test. But when they look at the numbers, the truth is clear. This chart shows a direct link between the hours spent preparing and the final score. Sonu's luck was actually just the result of his Sunday morning. Their father explains that luck isn't something that just happens to us. It's often what we create when we manage our time well and prepare for the opportunities. Looking at the red marks on his paper and the chart on the screen, Monu is silent. For the first time, he has no excuse. He can see the difference between him and his brother wasn't luck. It was the clock. Real progress doesn't come from waiting for the perfect tomorrow. It comes from deciding to take control of the hours we have right now.